Good evening, good day, hello, wherever you may be in the world. We are back at Gooner Gathering. My name is Gooner Lee Meads. Lee Meadows joined by the poshest man in the dark in all of entertainment. Posh Bertie, how are you, sir? You all right?
Is it that dark? Yeah, I don't think I need
bit.
my light on just yet. Let me get in the light a little bit. I'm doing great. I'm absolutely fine. I may or may not have my driving test tomorrow, so that's going to be important. So when we do our Desert Island kickabouts, I might be street legal. So excellent.
Man of the streets, Posh Bertie, coming to a road near you. Hashtag good luck, Bertie. Let's get it trending, everyone. Hands in the air. So we are here for a bit of a news update and a bit of a kit launch special, and just to be as silly as we normally am, all honestly. So first of all, if you have anything to say in the chat, please feel free to leave a message up there. We will read them all out as long as you're all nice. So let's just find the kit, shall we? Here it is.
Yes, of course. Because that is exactly our kit, and yeah.
There we go. That's the right one.
Good.
Sorry about that. My bad.
I'm not being funny, but that is genuinely one of the worst kits I have ever seen in the history of my time as a football fan.
Apparently it glows in the dark as well.
Huh?
Apparently it glows in the dark.
Well, there we go. So it might give us some advantage in Champions League games. But I think I know people have said, "Oh, that yellow kit we had in the 90s was quite ugly, but it's iconic." Yeah, but this is even uglier. This is even uglier. I'm sorry, and I agree with you, Arsenal forever. It is horrendous. Thank God our last game of the season is at home, because I'm not saying we will, but if we end up winning the league, I didn't want us to lift the trophy in that kit. Yeah. So otherwise, it would all be ruined. I don't want to see us lift any trophy in that kit. So I hope we don't get like Man United in the FA Cup or Carabao Cup final if we make it there. Or if we do, they got to play in their away kit, because I don't want to see us lift anything in that kit.
So I did find this picture, which I think you'll like. It's like, you're joking? This is our kit? Seriously?
Yeah, they're laughing because they've just seen the design. Look at Saliba though. He's smiling, but it's like one of those hide the pain smiling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's maybe because he plays for Arsenal. No, I'm kidding. But
it's all the medication he's been on for the back issues.
Oh yeah. He's
and
I just God, it's absolutely horrendous, and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to hold my nose during away games if we watch them, I think.
And here's another one that I have spotted on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. It's spot the difference. Here we go.
Well,
there's a bug in the system here.
Yeah, it's really bugging me. That kit. Yeah.
I told you like that, didn't I? So there it is. So what on earth are they thinking? Why do they think people are going to splash out the? I mean, listen, I haven't bought a kit in a little while. How much are they these days? 60,
I have
70?
No idea, because I've not bought an Arsenal kit in God knows how long.
I don't understand it, mate.
I remember the shirt that I always used to wear. I could not fit into it now because I'm a lot older. Was back when is that is it the green and white kit? Because I thought that was just a weird leaked. If that is their genuine kit, then we're in strong competition with who's got the worst kit. Then
if you can find the Beetlejuice kit, then I don't think I've seen that yet. That's all the funny ones I wanted to keep from you until we went live. So, ladies and gentlemen, look, you know us, right? We're
Good
just having.
heavens!
Go on.
Oh my word!
Good heavens or Johnny Evans? Oh wow!
Just to let you know, you might not be able to see it, but it is dark green, not black.
Hold on.
It may look like a zebra crossing on this
that's
camera
the
here, but
Newcastle
it isn't.
kit,
It's
surely.
dark green.
Wow. Okay. Thanks, mate. Excellent stuff. Right. So we'll go from good heavens to Johnny Evans, shall we? As we'll carry on the segues just for a minute. News that Man United have signed, yes, that Johnny Evans on a short-term deal. Apparently he could play. He'll be playing against us. There she is. Young lady I had a chat with earlier on her phone. So Stacey makes her grand return. It's good to see you, mate. Right. Yeah, Johnny Evans makes his grand return to Man United. Could possibly play in the friendly that we have against them in the States coming up. I mean, we got ridiculed for being linked with him a few years ago. So go ahead.
I only just saw that, like when you said that to me off camera.
You thought I was lying, didn't you?
2 minutes ago, I thought you were just having me on as per usual, but no, it's actually true. I mean, I don't know. I mean, David Beckham trained with us once, but he never played any games for us. But Johnny Evans, is this just for friendlies? I don't know. He could sign a long-term. I have no idea. He was linked with Everton, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he'd probably sign for them, get relegated 2 seasons in a row. But
Good stuff.
No, I don't have much to say because it's not particularly Arsenal related.
No,
but,
it's not.
I hope he plays against us in the Premier League. It might make it a little bit easier.
Upgrade on Harry Maguire?
2 goals against us now.
Upgrade on Harry Maguire?
Oh, anything is an upgrade on Harry Maguire apart from Rob Holding. So
I mean, you could buy a fridge and it'll be an upgrade. That's an old joke from a long time ago. You need to put some proper lineage on Holding's history. My brother gave me a complete history lesson on Rob Holding on the phone the other day, mate.
We signed him from Bolton and that's it.
Well,
scored at the Etihad.
You might be forgetting a very important point that he played alongside Big Pierre Mertesacker in an FA Cup final against Diego Costa, not forgetting.
Was this 2017? Did he start in that game?
Yeah, he certainly did.
I thought it would have been Koscielny. Okay.
But, you know, he done a solid, you know, we said this the other day, didn't we? He's done a solid enough job as a defender, as a bit of an old school defender. And quite on, you know, sometimes even Arteta's done this recently. If you're trying to hold on to a lead, he's been that player where he wants to play that 3-2, whatever he wants, and 3 up front or 4-3, whatever.
Yeah,
it brings it on for the extra player just to sort of secure all the win, if you like. But
well, he's had his good moments, like against Palace and Leeds last season. He actually wasn't that bad, but then when you put him against teams like Liverpool and Man City, it's probably not going to end well. Anyway, can we not talk about Rob Holding because we're losing viewers?
Look, as I said to Luca yesterday, don't even look at that blinking clock. Just enjoy it, all right, and go with the flow.
It represents millions, not just one number.
Exactly, exactly. So let's keep it back into Arsenal news. So we've covered the kit launch. One player that was very noticeably missing from the squad list that I spoke about the other day was Reece Nelson. So it turns out that Reece got himself injured. He's had a laceration on his foot against Nuremberg, and that is the reason why he is not amongst the squad. That's very unlucky for him. He's particularly signing a new contract. He want to get some minutes in before the season starts. Apparently going to be ready to possibly play by the end of the month. But it's a massive blow for him, isn't it?
2 weeks, I'm hearing. So that would be just before the Community Shield, if my maths is correct.
Okay.
So I think pre-season, I think he might be out for the rest of the pre-season. I know Reece Nelson is a decent player, but it's not a first team injury. I don't know when Odegaard's coming back. Hopefully it'll be soon.
He's there training, isn't he? He's out in the States training, so that's a good sign, especially as it looked like he might have picked up a bit of an injury prior to the first game, of course. But yeah, Odegaard is there. I did a list on the squad in a video over the weekend just gone. 2 names that have been added to the squad have come over. Emil Smith-Rowe, of course, is the less controversial one. Coming back over after his success with the England under-21 side. And Thomas Partey has joined the party. So as it were. As was widely reported, they were expected to join up in the States after everyone else had landed. So again, more numbers in the squad. I think that takes it up to about 31 up in the squad right now, something like that.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know the exact number, but we did hear last week that Partey and Smith-Rowe were expected to travel to the States a bit later than the usual team. Partey, I don't know what his future is going to be like, whether he ends up going or not. It is very much up in the air at the moment. But Smith-Rowe, I'm glad to see him back. He had a good tournament with the England under-21s. And hopefully he'll get a lot more minutes in this coming season than he did last season, because he's a pivotal player for us, in my opinion. He's very good. And he's definitely one for the future, as I keep mentioning in pretty much every watch-along I do.
Yeah, no, it's right as well. Season before last season, his goal contributions in terms of assists and goals, particularly off the bench, he did fantastically well. And just hope that he's got through all his injury worries, and hopefully he'll be more available, because if we got a fit Emil Smith-Rowe, we'll be laughing, mate. I think that's a real genuine boost. Perhaps a boost to the Arsenal squad that maybe some of the fans would have forgotten about, in all honesty.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree. Yeah.
And I didn't put a video out on this over the weekend, because I didn't get the source of it or where it came from, but I'll talk about it now. There was a bit of talk, it was all over some of the papers, the newspapers. Partey agrees transfer to Saudi Arabia, agreed terms and all that sort of stuff. But the no teams were mentioned. Personally, I think that's a load of rubbish at this stage, because if anyone had any smidgen of information, a club would be named. I think they've basically done it for clicks and buys of the paper, frankly. Just your thoughts on that one, briefly, if you like.
Yeah, it's odd, because usually if he agrees terms with a club, then they would say that particular club. Although there's a bit of controversy, I think, because the team that Ronaldo plays for in Saudi Arabia did they have a ban on signing players or something like that?
I did hear something like that.
Unless they want to keep their identity a secret. They want to keep their identity so they don't get in trouble again. I don't know.
Yeah.
We weren't planning on
no, not tonight, Jordan.
But good to see you regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. So sort of moving along a little bit from there. From the US tour, I did hear, I think I sent you the link on our group chat a little bit, about Flo Balogun. He was talking largely about his Arsenal future and what it may or may not be. Obviously, he got sent away to do a lot of first team football last season, and given the chance to have a bit of a chance to link up with the Arsenal players is great for him. Whether he will end up playing for Arsenal in a Premier League campaign or not, I'm not quite sure yet. But I think it's great for him. He's up in the US tour, because, of course, he's a fully fledged US international right now.
Yeah, and it's good to see him getting some minutes in the team, even though he missed the sitter against Nuremberg. But I don't know. Hopefully, he can learn from that. I think it's best if we do give him a chance in the important games in the Premier League, because it'll be interesting to see what he's learned from in his time in France. I keep saying this again. It's like what Saliba was.
Yeah.
He learned his trade in France, and who knows? He'll be. Yeah, I prefer him over Nketiah. That's for sure.
Do you prefer me over Nketiah?
I think at the moment, anyone can. I think you could have scored that goal that Balogun scored, though. Balogun missed against Nuremberg. I think,
perhaps
it's not our job to do.
Right, Arsenal Manic is in the chat. Welcome back to the channel, my friend. Saying, I am not buying the kit. They could release 10 of new kits for all I care. If there were trophies handed out for kits, this club would have won the lot.
Good to see you. No, I agree with you not buying the away kit, because it is absolutely horrendous. We just talked about this early on. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
Oh, there it is. Oh no, you were right. You were right first time. But I haven't bought an Arsenal kit in a while. I think the last time, one of my favourite kits I wore was Arsenal's away shirt in 13-14. I had one, and it had Ozil on the back. Yellow.
You can't account for taste now, can you?
Sorry?
You can't account for taste now, can you?
He was one of my favourite players back then, and then he got quite lazy.
Well, I got asked this question. I might as well. What was that monstrosity? Yeah, I know. It's called a joke. If you hadn't realised, Arsenal, we don't take each other very seriously on this channel. But yeah. Do you want to see another one? I'll put it up. Hang on. There you are. Spot the difference, mate. There you are. More available from the start of the stream. But yeah. Where was my last point? Right, I think I know where I want to go now. So we're moving on from Flo Balogun. I think there's a fair chance. I don't know exactly how it's all going to pan out in the MLS All-Stars game. I would imagine it's more of an exhibition kind of game rather than anything else. I think there's a fair chance we'll see quite a lot of the Arsenal squad available in that one. It's probably like a rolling in, rolling off kind of sub situation.
It's very much like it's a bit like the Nuremberg game. We started off with a strong side, and then come half time, the entire squad was changed, and we had a lot more of the kids playing. So it's like I said, these pre-season games are just an opportunity for players to get some minutes under their, get some minutes in, to experiment with the squad, see what works best. It doesn't mean a lot. It's get fitness in and everything, but it's not the be-all and end-all of our season campaign, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely right. Moving on to other news that is going on around football and the ongoing saga between. Here he is. I kept that picture in there just in case we needed it. There's Mr. Casado again. Mate, definitely part of our alumni these days. So, where's he going to go? Latest on him is that Brighton have literally turned down £70 million for him. This is a player who's played one season, by the way, in the Premier League. I just want to emphasise this point. My brother made that point very clear to me the other day, and that's why Declan Rice, I think, is a heck of a lot better deal, in all honesty. But what do you think?
More. They're both quite physical players, really. Arsenal Manic says that's what I'm reading on about Partey leaving. It's strange, really, because as we said, it didn't say the exact club. It said a Saudi Arabian club. So I don't know. It's all up in the air at the moment. That's what I think.
Very much like this news outlet or this YouTube channel. We're not journalists, really. We're just having a bit of a chat, really.
It's a case of wait and see, in my opinion.
Yeah, we didn't jump on it because I honestly didn't think the source of that piece of news was was anything creditable, to be honest. Had it come from somebody else, I might have made a big deal about it, but it didn't.
Yeah.
So apparently there's still other clubs in for Caicedo. Apparently Arsenal are still being linked with him.
I think it's unlikely, because not only have we just signed Rice, but the only way we have to sell to buy if this is the case. Need a top signing alongside Rice, otherwise we won't be any stronger than last season. It'll be good if we do sign Caicedo, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I think he's more likely to go to Chelsea. And Arsenal have spent a lot of their alleged £200 million budget by now. So it's a case of having to sell to buy. So if we do sell Partey, we're going to have to get another defensive midfielder to partner up alongside Rice. But I think Caicedo is more likely to go to Chelsea. I think that will happen.
I'm sure we've been there before, but we shall see how it develops. I'm sure that the news will carry on going along and see how it.
They're in proper advanced stages in the transfer. I think Chelsea are the hot favourites to sign him at the moment. Like we were the hot favourites to sign Rice.
Yeah, perhaps, but we shall see. I mean, I'm pretty sure that. I mean, I wonder if there's Chelsea channels out there right now. We've only put in £70 million. Why doesn't the owner go in, put in a big offer, what the club want, and just put the money out there?
Yeah, I don't know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. The longer it takes, if we had the money, we could have pounced it. We could have pounced and paid the full price, but we don't have that at the moment because we spent it all on Rice.
Should raise £100 million by the sales of Partey and Balogun. Then again, I want a striker too. Yeah, and the other point I think was really well made, which I heard the other day, is okay, we all want top quality strikers, but how many of them? They're not like perhaps in an older generation gone by when, say, in the 90s in the Premier League, say. We would have had an Eric Cantona or an Andy Cole, an Ian Wright, a Teddy Sheringham, and a Liz Ferdinand. I'm talking like big Premier League strikers. Tony Yeboah's another great one. Played at Leeds.
What a reference there!
And it was as well. There's a couple of bangers that he would have scored then. Was a heck of a player. But there was one that was really high on my wish list. I've mentioned him before, and you might all jump on me because another ex-Chelsea one. You have to laugh, but I'm really a big fan of Tammy Abraham. But it's a real shame that he's picked up that nasty-looking injury.
Technically, we've signed him from Roma, not from Chelsea.
Yeah, but does that mean he's a two-time reject? I don't know. But reactionary. People are automatically saying, "Oh, what is this guy talking about?"
I think if this was maybe about 2 years ago, I would have gone, yeah, absolutely, I'd take him. But what were you saying about injuries? Because I'm not really sure.
He's picked up a bad one. It's going to mean he's going to be out till Christmas. Tammy.
Okay. So he'd be only available in January though.
Yeah, perhaps. But I mean, certain other people that I've had on the show had been wanting to go for perhaps another outstanding Premier League striker, but might have other issues with Ivan Toney. I'd like to know if Arsenal Manic would be interested in Ivan Toney, just as a be part of the discussion, because that's one we had. I'd have a trust issue there. Would that have anything to do with him out on the field? No.
And Carl made a good point there. Yes,
it was a great discussion.
Misdemeanor, I think he is the word he used. But he made a good point in what does it have anything to do with how he plays on the field. An example of this is, I know I'm not comparing their attitudes because it's different, but do you remember Mario Balotelli?
I do.
He had
him?
He had quite the attitude problem, but he did very well when he was at Man City and AC Milan as well. I Obviously, he's not. I don't know what he's doing now, but I think he's a bit past it now. I think.
Difference between having an attitude problem and
Yeah.
betting against your teammates, I think, is a rather
Yeah.
large one, though. And that was my point, just for argument's sake, because I thought actually the discussion we all had. So there you go. There's the answer. Go ahead and read the comment.
Get Tony. He can't repeat it again. He's on the spotlight. However, what if he has stinkers? Some will turn around and claim he's throwing the match.
Exactly my point.
Yes. Again, he might not think if he's betting against his own team, he might deliberately miss a few sitters.
Go and take a penalty, and he'll just sort of claim it as a back pass. We got it, mate. We got it. But that was all part of the fun discussion that we had on Sunday night. Is there any more? Is there any other strikers that are around that may be available? I think every Premier League club, every big club will be looking for one.
Some people were saying João Felix, and that's a weird one because he did some time at Chelsea. Obviously, a lot was going on with that team. It was a bit of a mess. And
another Chelsea reject.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
It's gotta be Kane.
Yeah,
I think the judge just for a laugh.
I think I would. And I've said this. What is Levy doing? Because he's your best player, and you're going to let him go for free next season. If I were him, I'd cash in now.
Yeah. You cash in the contract for you, would you? Yeah. You knew I was going to say that.
Yeah. But he's your best player, and he could potentially do a Sol Campbell next season and go to a rival. Can you imagine? I mean, I would absolutely love it. I know it won't happen. It's unlikely. But imagine if we end up getting him for free next season.
Not that you're a troublemaker like me. Excellent.
No. You remember when I ate some rice on stream because we signed Declan?
Yeah.
I got to find the Kane mask from WWE and wear that if we sign him.
Absolutely, I will have to do that, ladies and gentlemen. I think that'll be fantastic. But
I think it's unlikely. But stranger things have happened in football. You never know.
Anything can happen in the Gooner Wrestling Federation, as we know.
Absolutely.
So I think that pretty much wraps up the football side of things for now, I reckon. Just a little update on Edwin van der Sar before we go. He tweeted about an hour ago, himself tweeted, so this is a great sign as well.
Yeah.
That he's out of the intensive care unit that he has been treated for or in. Still in hospital, still getting treatment, but it looks like the big man is going to be okay, which is tremendous news. So just want to send best wishes to him and his family and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I only saw when I first got into football, I only saw the twilight of Van der Sar's career, and even then, phenomenal goalkeeper. So
brilliant.
Yeah, I hope he's getting on well because it's never a nice thing to see someone like that suffer what's going on. But I'm glad he's on the road to recovery.
Yeah, absolutely. We did mention a little while ago the All-Stars game coming up. I believe that's in the early hours of tomorrow, I think. Whenever I can get a chance to have a look at the match myself, I might briefly do a quick review on it, but just check our social medias for that one. Also coming up on the channel
you think
tomorrow.
We'll play against Messi?
That will be it. Could get messy, yes.
Wow, that's
okay. I'm going to have to check a full-time score in a minute because something's just come up in the chat, which I might check up on in a moment. But
no worries.
But absolutely, coming up on the channel tomorrow, myself and Posh Bertie are changing the roles, and we're going on the Desert Island tour. Let's see what matches I can put on a DVD because now I'm stranded on Gooner Island. We'll have a jolly good time doing this. This has been a long time in the making, my friend, and I'm looking forward to doing it. So, yeah, we'll be live as well. We'll be live on the channel at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe to Gooner Gathering. Make sure you share it all around. Check out tomorrow's thumbnail as well and have a look at that tomorrow. Before we all go, thank you, Arsenal Manic, for joining us again tonight. This has been fun. It's been a nice rapido stream. It's what it needs to be because Angry Birds 2 is just ending on there and I need to go and make Amy's tea. So, before we go, Posh Bertie, would you have a shout out on your social medias?
Most certainly can. You can follow me on Twitter at Posh Bertie and Instagram at Bertie Wanless.
Thank you very much. You can find me at Goonerly Mead. You can find all of us at Gooner Gathering. Find us on the TikTok channel as well. And from all of us on the channel, take care of yourselves and we shall see you soon.